to the Rule 5 interview show. Today's guest is Ms Mantello. She is a librarian at our school. How did you become a teacher?
Well, I had always wanted to be a teacher from when I was a very young little girl, and I went to teachers college and learned how to teach kids.
What do you like about your job? Why?
Well, I love books, and I love seeing children excited about books. So my job is perfect for that. I get to be around books all day long, and I get to go and shop for new books, which is always exciting, and I get to see children choosing books all day long, every day of the week, and get really excited about what we have in the library. So that's what I love about my job.
What is your least favorite thing about being a teacher? Why?
Wow, I've never thought about that. What is my least favorite thing? That's a really tough question. Got me stumped. I love my job.
I said report cards.
Oh, that's a good one. Actually, yeah, I guess I would have to agree with Ms. Rollins. The report cards are very tedious. Sometimes they take a long time. And there's actually not very much that I don't like about my job. I love my job, but yeah, report cards aren't fun all the time.
When did you start being a teacher?
I started teaching for the Toronto Board when I was 24 years old, and I didn't have any gray hair back then. So I look very different than I did when I first started teaching. About 24 years ago.
What do you do if you are sick?
And you can't come to school.
What do I do if I'm sick and I can't come to school? Well, I have to phone the board and let them know that I'm sick and I can't be coming in. And then I try and phone one of my favorite supply teachers. And I ask them, can you go in for me tomorrow? I'm not feeling very well. And then if they say yes, I have to write up all my plans so that they know which classes I'm supposed to be teaching that day and what I would like her to do with my students during those times. So it takes some planning to be sick when you're a teacher.
What do you like to do on the weekend?
Well, on the weekend, I usually take dance lessons. On Saturday, I take lessons in a dance called the hustle, which is a really old dance. When I was your age, one of my teachers taught us how to do the hustle. And of course I forgot, because that was a million years ago. So Saturday night, I learn that dance again with other people my age, and then we stay in practice. And then on Sunday, I take ballroom dancing lessons, but not in a group. It's just me and my teacher. So I do a lot of dancing on the weekend, which I really love. And I also do a lot of laundry and housework on the weekend, which I don't love as much.
Do you have any children?
I do. I have 2 children. I have 2 daughters. One is 12 years old. She's in grade 7, and she actually goes to Spectrum, so she's in the same building as I am, which is very nice. And my other daughter is 16 years old, and she's in grade 11 at another school.
What would you do if you could do anything in the world? Why?
If I could do anything in the world, I think I would do 2 things. Number 1, I'd go to as many different countries as I can fit into my schedule. I'd love to see more countries. I've traveled quite a bit, but there are still a lot of countries I haven't visited that I would love to visit. I have family in Italy that I haven't seen in years, so I certainly would like to have a trip to Italy to see my aunts and cousins again. But I think I would dance, make sure I could dance every single day. That's what my favorite activity is.
What is your favorite food? Wow.
Oh boy, my favorite food. Well, you know, my family is Italian, and I love Italian food, so I don't eat it all that often. I love lasagna. I just love lasagna, especially my mother's lasagna, so that would probably be one of my favorite foods.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color. I like a lot of purple and pink. So I like what I have on today. Lots of pink and purple on the back.
How old are you? When is your birthday? Where were you born?
I was born here in Toronto. I'm 49 years old. I was born August 16, 1964. So this coming summer, this coming August, I'm going to be 50. That's a big birthday. 50. So I'm going to have a big celebration. I hope.
Do you have a pet?
I do. I have a little dog, a little West Highland Terrier. She's a tiny little thing. She's all white, and she loves to bark. She barks constantly, but we still love her. She's a little sweet.
What's her name?
Her name is Maggie. Everyone in my family's name starts with an M. So my husband is Martin, and then my two daughters are Michaela and Marika, and I'm a double M. I'm Maria Mantello. So we had to give the dog a name that also started with an M so that she could be part of the family. So her name is Maggie. And my previous dog, his name was Max.
Thank you for being on our show.
Oh, you're very welcome. This is fun. Thanks for inviting me.
Join us next time for another interview on the Room 5 interview show.